All right, welcome back. Let's try to play around a bit more with this shader editor application. And I found this guy, xordevs, on Blue Sky, and he posts like a lot of interesting things. I thought we'd try to maybe recreate one of these, but like, of course, all credit goes to him. So this one is quite simple, but it looks cool. Let's try to make it that. So let's start up a new project, run it in release mode. We want something in the projects folder, and we'll call it like xor1, let's say. Okay, so we have our starter project, and let's go into projects, and we have this guy. Okay, let us get the code. Okay, here we have the code, and let's see if we can make sense of it. And paste. Okay, so I don't really know what is FC, what is any of that. So it is going to be interesting. And there's O and stuff, like there's a lot of things in here that I don't understand, but let's try to de-obfuscate it a little bit. So we have here a bunch of stuff, and where does this one belong? Belongs over there. Let's see. Just making it a little bit more readable. All right, so we need to figure out what is FC, what is R, and what is O. So can we maybe look at this one again? Is there any comments here? No, just random stuff. And no explanation. So we can try to guess. We'll have to guess. Let's maybe guess that this is just the position. And we can say that O is, sorry, what is R? Probably a vector 2. And let's set it to just 0 for now. And O is like, seems like there's some kind of iteration or something going on. Length P. Yeah, we cannot do that actually. Let's do it like this. Because we're dividing by the y component. Maybe we'll just say this is just a number. And what is the out color? The out color is going to be, let's do it something like this. See if that makes any sense. It actually kind of worked. It actually kind of worked. What if we do it like that? All right. That was not so hard. That was not so hard. It's a little bit annoying that it's... Okay, so this one is kind of controlling the size. Guess that makes sense. Make it 1 again. And what would this one be? Let's put that to 1 as well. So that kind of shifts it left and right. And so let's keep it centered. I would like to move it down. So maybe we just do py something like this. That moves it up, so we can probably add instead. All right. That was easy. Let's make it bigger. too big. Right. That was pretty easy. That was almost too easy. Let's try to do another one. All right, so let's close this guy. Let's close that guy. Well, probably shouldn't have done that. Keep the editor open. Let's make another project. And go ahead and say 2. All right. So which one should we do now? This one is cool. This, okay, whatever. This one also looks cool. Let's just do that one. That's fine. So we copy this and we put it in here. Okay. Let's try to deobfuscate it again. So if there's a semicolon, let's add a new line. And that's a bit too much. So let's put this stuff in here. I'm actually a little bit annoyed by something, so I'm going to go here and say the basic shader should have just 2 spaces, because that's what my editor likes to use inside GLSL. But anyway, let's see if we can do as much automatically as possible. So I want spaces around all sorts of operators like that, plus as well. I think it just makes it a little bit more readable like that. Then these guys. Oh, I think I did something bad. It was fine actually. It's just that this one is not plus plus. Okay, let's start from one end. Maybe the slash as well. Okay. So P equals this divided by, then there is a comma. That can't be right. I'm going to assume that this was actually a semicolon. So then we have P times this stuff, L. What? So L is something. Strange. Okay, but we'll see if we can get through it. Then we have the for loop. So we don't need that many spaces there. And where does the for loop end? It ends here. So we declare I, we increment it, do this stuff, let's put that on a separate line. And then we iterate the B, and then we have O, which we kind of know is the out color. That's what it was before. So we can do this. Now the shader is not going to compile because we don't. Oh. Oh, wow. So that is crazy that L is being assigned to in here. So maybe this really is okay. Let's try it and see our misread fails. Right, so we need to define some stuff. So if I remember correctly from before, not this one, but this one, we have the R, which is usually some kind of size parameter, so it's included like that. And the FC is really the position. And save. And it doesn't compile because L is not defined. So maybe we start the L as 0. We don't do that. Okay, there's also a V. No, V. Okay, let's right. We need to actually put the type. About that. Okay, so undefined variable O. Which is fine. Maybe it's a big 2. It has to be a big 4O. And that will be 0 to begin with. And now we just need T. And we can try to, probably should be a big 2 actually, so we can try to make that 0. Oh, here we go. So what happens if we change this one? It will move it again. Is it really the same, exact same? Kind of the same. Fine. All right, so then Y, let's add a little bit to that. And there we have it. We don't have we don't have time in this application. Maybe this is time. No, that's like some kind of brightness thing. What if we do -1? What happens then? Probably breaks. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I don't understand how this works, but it's very cool. Probably, this is so bizarre. Like, how is this? Well, we have the P, right? So it actually makes a lot of sense. Let's try to just get that out. And then we can just put L here. That should be the same. So that's the same. And this T, I mean, that's probably the time. What if we change that? Okay, it changes a little bit. So here we can say time, and we can say uniform load time. Right now we don't have a concept of time, so we'll have to manually control it. Maybe do like that. But maybe that's something we want to add, like a time variable that's always included. But then you can change it here. You can play around with it, see different variations. So what else do we have? What happens if we start out with a different color? Okay, negative. That's also cool. That's also very cool. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. Screenshot. And let's get it back to 0. And let's change the time a little bit. Like that. I don't know. Let's do another screenshot. All right. What else do we have that we can play with? There's like some kind of 2 here. What if we make that a lot bigger? Oh, okay. It kind of like softens it, I would say. So what happens if we make it even smaller? Oh, I also really need a screenshot of that. This is so cool. This is so cool. Oh, it doesn't really change much. So that's very, very interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, so let's make it back to what it was before. this one was kind of like overall brightness, right? So if I do that, it's going to be super bright. If I do this, if I do like 33, whatever, it's going to be super dark. I think this was a good value, good compromise. This one moves it. If we do that, it's going to change the size, so we can like kind of control that. But I think it was an okay size, maybe even like a little bit smaller, so we can see the whole like circle. Right, and here's another interesting number. What happens if we change that? It's kind of like, it almost looks like it's like the inner radius of the thing. I think it was this before. If we make it negative, it's also kind of weird. Okay, whatever. So let's keep it like that. What happens if we multiply here? Oops. So interesting. What if we add? And we don't multiply, but still add. It's better to subtract. Can we even understand like what the hell is this like sine? What if we change that to cosine? Then that doesn't change much. What if we make it hyperbolic? Maybe without this. Maybe, well, that we can include. What if we do like that? That's funny. It's like almost the same. Almost the same. So it didn't change much. And okay, what if we do plus? It's boring. Multiply. Do divide, and then we just add a little bit. Okay, cool. What if we change this one? Oh, that's interesting. So you can kind of just get the highlights almost by this value. It's kind of like we're doing experimental coding right now. And what if we do 3? So not so many iterations. Let's do 30. Okay, it also adds some details. We zoom in. That is so fascinating, this pattern it's making. So cool. Let's do 20, and I'm looking through another screenshot. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Now we just need to learn how to make these kind of shaders ourselves, but at least we can kind of now very easily investigate what the hell is going on. I am so fascinated by this. Like, how does this guy come up with this stuff? What if we don't have cosine? Like, then it's just some stripes. I mean, it's kind of pleasing anyway to look at. Still looks pretty cool. But how do you even start designing this is the question. But I don't think we are going to figure that out in this video. So bye bye for now.